Another hardware review for you. And what I have is a SD card reader. But this is unlike any SD card reader I've used before. It has dual slots in it. It has a full-size card slot. It has a micro card slot. Now, what I'm using is just an adapter. I'm using two micro SD cards with a full-size adapter for the second slot. What's really cool about this is that it comes with a USB-C connector on one end, and it comes with a standard, USB-A connector on the other end. It's USB 3, it is USB 2 and USB 1.1 backward compatible. It supports SD, micro SD, SDHC, SDXC, and MMC. It does not come with a card, but in the show notes I will have a link to a 3-pack of 32 gigabyte U1 SD cards that also come with one of these adapters. Now, what's really cool about this, not only does, it's really cool that it has a USB C connector as well as a USB A connector on it, but what I really like is that you can access both cards at the same time. I haven't seen a USB card reader like that before, so I pulled the trigger on it. I ordered 3 of these to give 2 away as gifts. But it's fantastic because a lot of laptops that are coming out these days, everybody has USB ports. And my laptop has an SD card reader, a single SD card reader on it, but there are a lot of devices and laptops that are coming out now that do not have card readers in them anymore. And what's great is the USB-C connector on this and the USB-A connector. I keep hitting my microphone. With the USB-A and USB-C connector on it. I also have, if your smartphone supports OTG, USB on the go function internally, you can just plug this into your phone and you'll be able to use it to transfer data back and forth to your phone, to back up your phone. What I really like about it is you can use this to back up the data on your computer too. And what I typically do when I back up my computer, the data on my computer, I back it up to 2 drives. I've got a primary drive and a backup drive that I back my data up to. So this gives you the opportunity to back up to both devices at the same time to save your data. It's great if you have a friend that has a USB card, or you want to give them a USB card and you need to copy data from one to the other. And the other thing I think is really cool about this feature is that I like to test out my operating system is Linux, and I like from time to time I like to test out new Linux operating systems. And so I can use one SD card to load the operating system on and use the second card for data, so that I don't have to install anything on my system. I can boot up off of the SD drive and then also have a second SD card in there for data to be able to save information, save my configuration, etc. So it makes it a great feature for testing out operating systems that way too. All right, so in the show notes, if your phone doesn't support USB on the go internally, mine does not. I've got a couple of links in there to different OTG cables that you can add external power to. They support up to 60 watts of power. So for me, I have to use an OTG cable to be able to use this with my phone. But it's nice that you can supply power to it, so that you can also power external USB devices to connect to your phone or connect to your computer or whatever. I also have a link in there to another SD card reader that has just a single slot. If you don't need dual slots, there's a single slot card reader link in there as well. That's a couple of dollars cheaper, but this is cheap as beans. Last time I checked, this was listed for $11.99, which is why I bought 3 of them. And I've been using it for the past couple weeks. It works absolutely great. It's fast. And so if you guys are looking for something like this, I was really surprised at how inexpensive it was for a dual card reader, and the fact that you can use you can access both cards at exactly the same time. I think is an absolute fantastic feature for a little USB card reader. It also comes with the lanyard attached to it. I don't care for the lanyards, so I removed the lanyard on mine. But I just want to make you guys aware of this because it is a handy little thing to take with you. You know, put in your pocket, put in your backpack, pack it up with your laptop, your tablet, your phone, whatever. Um, Makes it extremely convenient and extremely inexpensive. That's a wrap on this episode. Stay tuned for more episodes, and I will see you in the next one.